need more. All this money, I need more.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Hurts. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
On 1st down, Hurts. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. On 3rd down, this is Howard.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And hauled in here by Richard Rodgers. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Normally, you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Hurts to throw. It's caught by Sanders. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
We're scoreless after 1. From the 25 on 2nd down, Hurts into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And some room to roam now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. There's Burrow setting up to throw it into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first.
And he's going to be sacked. They send him back right at the midfield stripe. From midfield now, Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Flush to his right. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And able to rip up off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dennis Goddard, 32 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
One play at a time.
Here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. We'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Mixon with a first down carry. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Burrow will throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get that full sack. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. 4th and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, 63 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. First throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts is going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up a throw. Rolling to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're going to try and throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. He's got a man complete.
You know what? Why don't you just
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chris Watkins. As the first half is winding down, and the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the 2nd half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they trail here to begin the 2nd half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
On 3rd down, Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A give to Howard. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, 26 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On second down, here's Mixon. And some space here. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 77 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because he's young.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Still just a two-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Eagles' hands team able to cover it up. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Second down at 4. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last two plays, both losses. Here's Burrow. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Burrow. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some room to maneuver.
Let's get that swagger, y'all. Let's get that swagger.
And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Running with Howard. Pushing through the contact. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On 1st and goal, Howard.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
And he's in. Touchdown for the Eagles. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down it goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. He gets this one to Boyd. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 10, and it returns out just shy of the 10 to the 19-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they have.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves,
oh, he fakes a spike. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down of a sack. Now back to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. They've got his man complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play there for Philly.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still looms away. And frankly,